Today I've got a card with the One Horse Open Sleigh suite. If you haven't seen this, it is in the online exclusive section of online store. So thanks for joining me. My name is Rochelle and I'm from Stampin' Up. I'm based in Melbourne, and I teach you how to create beautiful cards that you can share with your loved ones. So today, this card I will run through. I have done a bit of prep, but hopefully you will fall in love with this suite if you haven't already got it. I've been creating a fair bit with it, but it's a bit of a nostalgic kind of suite, and it has some really nice images, and I will show them to you so you can get an idea of what's in it. It's got beautiful papers as well, which have beautiful scenes, and by themselves it really needs minimal decorating, as to say, so to speak. Just got lots of pretty scenes. So please say hi to me if you're joining with me, and I'll it's nice to see you here. I'm just going to try and flip this camera around, and please let me know if there's any issues. This is the first time I'm delivering my lives this way, and I just want to make sure that everything that you can hear me and see me all well, especially when I switch to my desk view. Okay, please let me know whether you can hear me. If you can't, you'll say something, I'm sure. Okay, so this is the card we're making, and it will go through it little by little. It's going to have minimal coloring. It's the One Horse Open Sleigh has a large image there that sometimes may be daunting to color, and if you are short on time, you may not want to color it. So we've got these images which the die is cut, so I've stamped them out so you can have a look at it. And it also has, so these are the stamps, and there's some bonus dies, like extras, that you can create the scene with. So that's that. Right. So I have got Pecan Pie, and I'm going to stamp this in Pecan Pie. This Pecan Pie is a new color, one of our newer colors which have come in. And I just want the sleigh section kind of on there. Now I'm going to stamp another sleigh on Petal pink cardstock, right? And we're going to do some paper piecing. So what I'm going to do is fussy cut around that sleigh, and I'm going on the inner, because I want that top part we stamped on white, so I want that top part to remain. And so you can color the image or you can leave it even blank, but I'm just deciding to go with the fussy cutting here. Just another option for creating with this pretty bundle. And then we'll go around. Right. Okay. So now we can just glue that on there. Just a bit of glue. You put it towards like a little bit, not right onto the corners so it doesn't ooze out. And then that'll sit nicely on there. What I have done is cut all this part of the sleigh with the more Dazzle paper. And we'll just glue that as well in a minute. I'll first color in. That might help. Might be a bit easier to do that first. So I have got, for my coloring, I have got soft sea foam first up. So I'll start off with the light. And I'm going to do the lady's coat in soft sea foam. So I generally start with light. That's just my preference. And then I add some shading with the dark. And then I can see like where that cushion is, it'll probably cast some shadow there. Going upwards from there. Bring back in the light and blend that in. Now, for the gentleman's coat, I've got Lost Lagoon. I really like Lost Lagoon as and it blends well together. So we're going with light Lost Lagoon first. And I'll start up there. I'll have a link to where you the products after this, so you can order them. Online exclusive products are available while supplies last. So if you like them, and if there's something you really want, don't wait. I mean, it might be there for a while, it might not be. It's just how it goes, and I'm just not sure. So, and you can order them through me by contacting me, or you can order them online directly. It's just that it can be only viewed online. That's why they're called online exclusives. But there's we've got a big range of product there. So take a look. I'm adding a bit of shading up here. I'm going to make an assumption that that is a part of his coat. I don't know, but sometimes it's hard to tell. And then I'm going to add the light. That's light. And just blend that back up. Now, I've got some crumb cake, which I'm going to add to their hats. Or the beanies. And some pool party. This is just light pool party. There. All right. Now we can go ahead and glue this on there, and it just adds a bit of enough glimmer to that I think it's just enough, a nice touch. It's very sparkly, this paper. Comes in the gold as well in the pack, so it's one pack. So we're just going along that line. I've got a little more coloring to do, which I wanted to do there. We'll go back in. This is SU 900, which is light. And I'm just going to go in there. Under there. Oh, and I missed a bit of his coat under this here. I go back in crumb cake in here. And I need the light, the SU 900, just in there for their face. This is any of those natural tones work great for the face. I'll bring back in the crumb cake and just do the gloves. Just keeping minimal colors there. All right. Now we can layer that onto our Misty Moonlight, the larger circle, which I cut previously. The next thing I've got is I'm going to do is stamp some trees. One thing I didn't do is cut the designer series paper. We can do that. All right, so I'm going to be stamping that tree, and that one it's got a die to cut it. But I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to stamp that in early espresso. And we'll do 2. There is a die, but I will be doing a little bit of fussy cutting. But I'll get my main image die cut. This should fit in my mini. Just put it in. And now you center it, but because I want to cut it very close, I'm going to have it a little bit closer to one side. And then I'll go ahead and fussy cut one side as well. And it's just I'm doing, I want a bit more of the scene visible. It was just very pretty and I didn't want it to get hidden. And the next one, so you can see where I've, it's close on this side. Sometimes that happens without even trying. And I didn't line that bottom up and I'm not sure whether it's lined up. We'll see. And it's one I can hide actually, so not too worry. All right. So let's bring our snips. And I'm just going to go around here, and this will probably be my front one. I've got one at the back and one at the front. And I do want it very fine. So I'm going into those branches. And it takes a little bit of time. It's not too much, but it's just worth the effort doing this for this particular what I'm wanting, but just die cut it if you want. I'm just making a little bit more work for myself. I will show you some of those papers if you haven't seen it. They are very pretty. And I think I might have to buy another pack. And you really don't want to cover them up too much because they're so nice. And a bit there. That's kind of okay. But what I want. Okay. Now I'll bring in my, I'm going to do some blending, but I'm going to pick some paper here. I'll show you the paper. Some of them. And let's work out what we want. We could even go with some of them. So you've got different scenes. I'm just flipping through. That's the one I'm going to use. It's got a little deer on it. Oh, see, even that, I hadn't noticed that one before. That's like looking from the top of trees. And then I'm just showing you some. So when you flip them, you've just got more neutral sort of designs. So really good for any occasion, not just Christmas. I created a card today for Craft Alive. You may have cottage. Using this bundle was really nice with lots of coloring. 9.3 by 14. 9.3 by 13.8. So with that, it's got everything there. 9.3. 2.8. Okay, so because the trees are kind of got that on that background of blue, I'm going to do some blending. And what color do I want? My Misty Moonlight always goes walking, and I don't know why. It's probably on my desk all the time. I have got the Espresso. That's funny. It will be here. I'm probably just looking at directly at it. but I can do it with boho blue. It'll work. What I can find. All right. So I will go with boho blue. My original card was with Misty, and it's probably just, yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Just going on the top edge, a little bit of blending, just so it's not too stark against that sky. Just blend that in. All right. So to assemble our card, we've got this. And turn it the right way around. I have got my Misty Moonlight, which I die cut that circle out of because you can't really see it on the side, so it's okay. I don't do that a lot, but it kind of works for this. And I'll snip a little bit off that bottom because there's too much on the bottom. Just a smidgen. I think 2 millimeters or something. And we have another piece of designer series paper, which is just I'm using the stripes on that. So it'll create a nice little border on the side. I think that was for my inside, but that's okay, but it's the same thing. So we're going to butt that up against that right side. Then we'll match our scenic designer series paper. Make sure you don't put glue in the center because you've got a big hole in the center. I don't normally put glue in the middle anyway. The liquid glue is very strong, so it doesn't need too much at all. Then we are going to glue that on that. I like the petal pink. It just picks up on that the color in the sky there. Now I'm going to put our sleigh around there. It's a larger circle, so I just want it to be fairly steady. And I can tuck in my trees, one of them under after. It'll work, I know. Pick the worst one that you want to go at the back. If there's one that's worse. And I'll add a couple of dimensionals. And then we'll add another tree on that side. I probably should have put this one on the back there because it's less, let me see whether I can move that. It's not got enough ink there. I just noticed that. And then this one will just sit there. Now for our sentiment, I'll pick one from the Ringed with Nature, as it says love and warmth. And we're just going to stamp it in Pecan Pie. So when I'm laying this down, I want one dimensional up there and I'll put two on this side because it's already raised this side and I want this will be layered. To finish off, I'm going to use these embellishments. We've got these embellishments which come with this suite. I will be using one of the white ones and I'm going to color it with my Misty Moonlight stamping blend. No, that's my light Night of Navy, and it worked, but I'll just use to keep it consistent, because on my sample I just picked up whatever blue and I've used Night of Navy. But let's do this. Let's use Misty and double check. Yeah, that's light Misty Moonlight. So that's the good thing with the white ones, you can color it in. And I'm just going to put that there. Just be a bit careful when you put it. If it's still a bit wet, you don't want it to just let the ink dry from the blends. And then I'm going to add an iridescent rhinestone. Rhinestone? I think so. Yeah, rhinestone in the center. Makes it a bit sparklier. All right, for the side of my card, I will, or for the inside of my card, I will put a bit of designer series paper, which I did have cut, and it must have slipped out of the envelope, but let's cut a bit of paper off. And I'll just do the strippy, you could even use this one, or you could use the striped one, would work. And I think I'm going to stick with the stripes because I like that look. And I did it at about 2.5 there. And I went 14.8. And then just, it gives it continuity when you do that on your card. And for our envelope, we'll stamp the image, the sleigh, but we can just stamp like the same way we did partially. Let's bring in our, and this time I might just put the horse on that side because that's just how it is, or you can even mask off if you want. But I'm just going to, and then it kind of tells a story. And that's our card done. So what do you think? I hope you liked it. And I hope you like that sweet. I don't know, it's one I like. It's, just the images are really pretty. So that was the one we just did. That was my sample. So the Misty, and that's with the Night of Navy. So when the Night of Navy might have come up even nicer because it's a little bit lighter when I colored it. And it could be just that I used the light Night of Navy. I hope you like that. I'm just probably going to say bye from here because I don't want to feel and lose you guys. But thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. And have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.